go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number one seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. Can be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful.
This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike 96, Mike 96. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Let's go. Check 49, check 49. Watch twins, watch twins. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check it.
They'll run on first down. Amos, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
59 ball, 59 10. Get that ball, Dean. Get that ball. Go, go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On first down, Amos, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Murray off play action. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Amos. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Murray. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
At their own 25-yard line. 57 to Mike. 57. We're going to 54. Ryan.
Now a play fake here on first down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Cleveland Farrell able to get him for a loss of about 3. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
57. Mike, 57.
3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Switch gears.
They'll run on first down. Whitley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Go, get out there, get out there. Watch 57. Know your job. Go.
On 2nd down now, Whitley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 38-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. The counter, Amos, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 yards. 59. Not today, you are. Not today.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Man, I got it. 47. Check, 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 check. Hey, kill. 26.
On 2nd down, Whitley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
47. 26.
Play action now, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Here go 46.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Prescott to throw it. And he completes it to Westbrook. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go, 46. Why? Kill. 47.
Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins as the first half is winding down, and the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A final shot before half from Murray. It's caught by Bryant, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Let's go, fellas.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd down now, Whitley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders squared, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On 1st down, Whitley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. It's straight. You got right. Kill. We're going to 54. Why in? Kill. Turn up. There you go. 23.
Prescott. It's caught by Mike Evans. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run on 1st down. Amos. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Complete to Bryant. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
To throw is Murray. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The kick by Sturgis is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go, baby. They take 47. Then we're going to 53. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 38, Murray trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Everybody, go right in. Get the step of the mouth. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right in.
On 1st down, Whitley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Right in.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
You got to get moving, man.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
He's coming, 22. Here we go, 47. That QB's trash. Let's go. He's cracked. We're going to 54. Right in. That's it.
Prescott down. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Yeah.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Lions have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Mike 57. Check. We're going to 53. He's coming. We got 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ridley. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Big stop. Let's go.
On third down, Whitley. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Tighten up.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try the left side. Whitley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Murray now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
They said beginning of the year, they said a lot.